Welcome back, students. Welcome to our next video. In the previous video, we studied about the asexual mode of reproduction. Okay. Now in this, we will study about the sexual reproduction in the plants. So in this sexual reproduction in the plants, what is there? That in asexual, we studied about the vegetative part through fragmentation, spore formation and through budding. Now moving ahead, you will see the differentiation between that asexual does not need seeds to grow, they exactly the same as the parent plant, but in the sexual mode of reproduction, seeds are required. Okay. And here what is important in this, as you soak the seeds, then they give rise to different plants. Okay. So how these give rise to plant, how the seeds are formed, let us know about it in this topic. First of all, you should know the structure of the flower. That the flower, we know that it is a reproductive part of the plant, okay, and here there is a need to understand the parts of the flower. So flower, that is reproductive part of the plant, they are having the different parts: petals, sepals, pistil and the stamen. You should know the definitions. Petals, they are the colored part. The colored part of the flower, they are known as the petals, and they are just attracting the insects. Why they are colored? They are scented also, they are colored also, because their function is to attract the flower, that insect, so that they help in the pollination. I will explain you what is pollination ahead. And sepals, as you can see the green color below this. When the bud is formed, this green color, this is known as that exactly the sepals. Their leaf-like structure, outer green color part and close the bud, that is sepal, and colored part is known as petals. Now this middle part is known as pistil, and here you see the filament like and red color over here, that is stamen. The name men here you can recall it by making mnemonics, that this is the male part of the flower and pistil, this is the female part of the flower. Okay. After this fusion of this male and female gametes, the ovary is developed. I will take you ahead how it works. Now stamen, that is the male part of the flower consisting of the anther and the filament. What is present over there? Anther is present and filament is present. So this is the structure of the male reproductive part in the flower. Anther, that is a long tube-like structure, and over it there is anther. And inside that anther, pollens are present. Pistil diagram is important again. You should know what is pistil. This is the female part of flower, and it consists of stigma, style and ovary. Three parts in the pistil. Upper one is stigma, lower one, this tube-like structure is style, and the lower base is known as ovary. Now this female reproductive part and the male reproductive part. As I shown you before, this is the female part and this is the male part. What happened in this case? And now a question to you, that which of the following is male reproductive part of the plant? Pistil, stamen, petals or sepals? Yes, exactly, it's stamen. And which of the following is not a part of pistil? Yes, exactly, that is the anther. Stigma, style and ovary, they are the part of the, that is of female part, and here this is not a part, anther is not the part. Types of flower, unisexual and bisexual. Unisexual flower, there are two types of the flower, that is unisexual and bisexual. What does this mean? Uni means one, bi means two. If these both male and female part of the flower are present within the same flower, they are known as bisexual. If either of them, either the male part is present in the flower, in the one single flower, and female part is present in another one, that means in the single one, that is unisexual. The unisexual flower, what is in this case, as I show you again in the unisexual flower, the flower either only the pistil, the flower either the pistil, either, that means either the pistil is there or only the stamen is there, not both together, only the single one in a one. So they are known as unisexual flower, where you can find it in the case of corn, papayas and the cucumber also. Okay, so they consist of only one. So in this, if you see in this flower, what is present? The pistil, only the female part. So this is again a unisexual flower. If the anther part is not present with it, that is the male part. So only the pistil female is present, no stamen is present. This is again the unisexual flower. and only the male portion is present, that is the stamen is present, the anther and filament pistil is not there, then again it is also categorized as a unisexual flower. Bisexual flowers which contain both. In the diagram you can see that pistil is present, that and the stamen is, both the parts are present together in the flower, they are considered as a bisexual flowers. That is present in the one single. So now a flower with both male and female reproductive part, that is called unisexual or bisexual. Yes, exactly, it is bi, because we are talking about here both together. So after the anther, that is here matures, the anther will produce the pollen grains. What is present within the anther? Pollen grains, the yellow color powdery substance, that is pollen grains are present, which contain the male gametes. What actually the gamete means? They are the reproductive cells. So here they having the male reproductive cells. Now the gametes, they are the reproductive cells, or you can say the sex cells, that is of the male part, that is present in the pollen grains in the anther. This is the structure of the flower. Here this portion consisting of anther, and this portion is the pistil part, the female part, and the yellow powdery structure you see, these are actually the pollen. Now the pistil, which consists of stigma, style and ovary, this contains one or more ovules. Either one ovule is present or either more than one ovule may be present. And in that ovule, what is present? The female gamete or the egg cells. The egg is present. When you bisect it, you can see, when you bisect this, when you cut this portion at the lower end, you will see the small seed like projection. Actually what they are the small bead like structure, they are the eggs inside the ovary. It is the lower most swollen part. Now anther, they produce the pollen grains that contain male gamete, and ovule that contain the female gamete or the egg. Now what will happen? Now anther, they consist of pollen grains. These pollen grains are male gamete, and the ovule, which consists of female gametes, and the sexual reproduction require the fusion of both the male part and the female gamete cells. These both gamete cells of the male and female, they fuse together, they will ultimately form a fruit. So this is the structure of flower, very important. You should know how to draw it and the different parts of the reproductive cell of the female and the male of a plant. Now in this you will see, let me show you again, that is ovary will turn into fruit and ovule will turn into the seeds when they fuse together. Now we use the seeds for reproduction for the plants, as now I think you come to know that how the fruits and seeds are formed. Once what will happen, the anther will fall on the stigma, they will go into it and their fusion takes place. This ovule will develop, the seeds will develop, and the ovary in the egg cells, they will mature, and after that what will happen, the fruit is forming and seeds are formed. Now in the next video we'll come with another topic of this chapter. Thank you, we'll meet soon.